and welcome everybody. I'm going to compress what I can of all the things that I've been doing for many, many years into about 10 minutes. So please bear with us as we kind of go through this. And I know that there's going to be a series of questions that you're going to have moving forward. That's fine. We'll have places later on where we can put information into the chat, ask questions, and hopefully we'll be able to reach out to you soon and help you with your questions on AI. So anyway, thank you again, Lisa. Greetings to everybody here at the 33rd Global Live Speaker Summit. Again, my name is JB Herrera, and I'm the founder and CEO of Insight Driven Business here in San Diego. I'm here because I'm committed to augmenting human experience with AI technology, to show you as a small business owner how to use AI to create and scale your venture, generate bigger revenues in a short amount of time, and do it in an ethical and profitable way. So today, my goal is to show you how to use AI for a strategic advantage, not tactical, strategic. And I'll share with you a case study that is actually working right now with one of my clients, how we've been able to apply AI and in a very short window, say 6 to 8 weeks, have fantastic impact to their business. So with that said, let's go to what we're talking about here today. AI is here. There's just no doubt about it, right? In larger companies, and you'll hear about this with other presenters, there's a lot of time, money, and resources going into AI, and it's changing the nature of their game. In fact, if you haven't heard about it, there's a movement called Industry 4.0. It's the fourth industrial revolution and includes initiatives like the Internet of Things, big data analytics, intelligent physical systems, advanced robotics, and we've also seen it in AI-based cybersecurity. And while all of those things are interesting, it doesn't necessarily apply to those of us in the startup and the small business world. And if you're a coach, it means that guess what? The processes that you've used in the past are going to have to be completely redesigned to fit into this world of technology. So how does that apply to smaller companies? Well, generative AI, like ChatGPT, is used today to enhance copywriting, write emails, and create content. And you can certainly save a lot of time when you use AI in this tactical way. And there are literally hundreds of places you can go to learn prompting and how to use AI in this fashion. But this doesn't even scratch the surface of what you can do and how you can use AI to facilitate everything that you do in your business. So we know that people have been doing it for copywriting. We see that there's tons of those things that are sitting out there. But what are the bigger, larger, more progressive, smaller companies doing today? Well, those cutting edge companies, they're using it to write code. They're writing applications using AI. They're streamlining their communications and augmenting digital marketing. And really, really interestingly, they're conducting sentiment analysis. Now, what does that mean? Well, fundamentally, they're using AI to be able to understand exactly how their clients are feeling about their brand, about the product, about their service. It's enhancing their customer journey. So it's a huge new opportunity that you can use AI for to ensure that you can be on top of the next generation of your clients, because it's going to require you to have a different relationship with clients. So here's the problem, though. There seems to be a hesitancy for people to jump on the AI bandwagon. And what happens is this. Generally, we're not adapting to the new AI technology because we have tons of fear. The bottom line is there's tons of fear about being replaced, about being controlled. You've heard the story, Skynet, right? In the Terminator thing, dystopian futures. And now we're even considering the ethical concerns, the fear of, oh my gosh, how is this going to be utilized properly? What's bias like? So all of these are really valid concerns, but fundamentally, the really big issue is a skills gap, that we don't know how to utilize this. And really, AI goes broad, where the original industrial revolution was really about blue-collar workers. AI has the potential to change everything, blue-collar workers, as well as white-collar workers, the knowledge workers. It was said that Technology would never be able to replace people, but now that's what the fear is. So the question is, how do we deal with that? Well, this is funny. Almost everybody would like to have an easy button. Press the button, save yourself time and hassle. And heck, that's my story. When I was at Apple early on, it was always about trying to save time and money. I was working 70 hours a week. And eventually, after doing a lot of different things from a technological perspective, I got that down to about 15 hours a week. But I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to enjoy the free time. I wanted to bask in the knowledge that I had completed all of those things. And it sure made everybody else think, wow, how's he doing all of that stuff? And still has the free time to go out. And I was playing baseball and playing basketball and doing all these different types of things. Well, guess what? You can kind of have your own easy button. Kind of. The development of AI technology can have a significant impact on your life, but it's not the easy button. It's an approach. If you approach this technology with a critical mindset and consider how it can be used to enhance your life in a positive way, it can facilitate you shortening the time it takes for you to do things. And we talked about some of the tactical things that people are using it today for copywriting, content creation, and those types of things. But it has the potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. But it's up to us to ensure that it's being used in a way that benefits everybody. So what does that really mean? Well, I have this theory here that your success is dependent on how you look at the problem. And I call it the innovation influence spectrum. So on the one side, on the far left-hand side, you can see there are individuals who tend to follow trends without much critical thought. They hide in the crowd and wait to see how things shake out. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how people are. On the other side, on the far right-hand side, are the self-determineds. These are the folks who think critically, make independent decisions, and don't conform to popular opinions, trends, or fear. Now, if you kind of have an idea that I might sit on the right-hand side, if you remember way back in the day, there was a whole series of Apple commercials called Think Different. And I happen to have been blessed to work with some of the people who were designing that ad concept. So think different, folks. Get more towards the right side of that spectrum, because the closer you become in your head, in your mind, about becoming self-determined, you'll be able to utilize AI in a much, much better way. In my case, I decided to incorporate my 35 years of experience in coaching, mentoring, and in business processes and translate them into AI apps. Now, that's enabled me to assist my clients grow and scale. And they can do it sustainably and ethically, and still have that personal touch, because part of what I do on the AI side is incorporate those things, those components that are truly me into my AI implementation. So let's see how that works. This is, let's see, over here. There we go. There we go. Hi. So this is an overview of the insight-driven business AI process. It really it's a combination of 6 fundamental phases of activity that are critical for the success of any company. Notice that I'm not talking about how the tactical implementations are. Yes, you can use AI for the tactical implementations, but I've imported my processes into AI so that you can do in days and weeks what it took weeks and months, and sometimes even years to do. And how do you think that's going to affect your business, right? Amazing. Now, I don't have time to go through all of this. I'm going to shorten everything, but I wanted to emphasize a couple of fundamental things. In guiding principles in the upper left-hand corner, you see what we do is we go through and define the process of your core values, your vision, and defining your ideal client. This ends up being the basis of your product and marketing strategies later. So once we have that in place, then we can focus on the right-hand side, business basics. And the business basics, we do a SWOT analysis, a pest analysis, and a swag analysis. You may not have heard of swag. Everybody knows SWOT. Pest is about political, environmental, sociological, and technical issues. So we analyze the business using AI and market research methodologies to understand what's going on in your market today and what's likely to happen in your market in the future. The swag analysis is really a scientific wild guess. And we use that to determine that you're designing the products that will sell. The bottom line is that we use these AI-based processes to align your business for success. So there are lots of different things that I could talk about, but we're not going to go into those. What I wanted to do finally and quickly is share with you how it's working right now. So this is an actual client. I call them StressSoft. It's a software company. I'm under NDA, so they told me that I couldn't use their company name. But let me tell you what we've done. These problems are typical of startups and growing companies. Executive team, I call it infighting. They call it, disagreements. Yeah, well, there was a logjam of people, and they weren't making decisions consistently at the executive level. They had product features where, product features were going to be just added because they thought that they were cool. Okay, that's fine. They didn't understand their client and what the client wanted. So we have an AI process that walks you through all of those types of things. And that enabled us to develop a sales pitch. And it really focused us on a place where we could actually implement a VC pitch deck. So here are the results. I'm really proud of this. This is totally cool. So we've done in 6 weeks what normally would have taken them 8 months to do. And we don't have to redo any of the work. And that's one of the challenges with small companies and growing companies. They're on track to achieve its revenue goals because they've got their MVP already out into the marketplace, minimum viable product, MVP. And it's likely going to be that they're going to have their VC cash within the next three months, which normally would have taken them 12 to do. So the bottom line is when you use AI properly with critical thinking, when you're a self-determined person who takes it under your control, it can be your best friend. A tool that can help you achieve, again, in days and weeks, what it may have taken you months and sometimes years to do. And frankly, that's why I'm here. So I want to thank you for allowing me to be here today, Lisa, and for everybody here. I really appreciate the time. I know I'm scrunching everything up into a really small time frame. But I did want to give you some complimentary resources. I'll put these in the chat as well and on the Facebook page so that you have them. But we do have a free infographic. It talks about the process and the elements. There's 26 elements that you need to do to align your business. And I've written a 25-page ebook on understanding AI for business owners. You can simply go to the website and click the link to download.